Assessment-based learning models focus on the use of assessments as a tool for guiding and enhancing the learning process, rather than simply as a way to measure student performance. These models emphasize the idea that assessments should be integrated into the learning experience to provide continuous feedback, inform instructional practices, and help students monitor their own progress. By using both formative and summative assessments, these models aim to create a dynamic, student-centered learning environment where assessments are not just endpoints, but key components of the learning journey. Formative assessments are a cornerstone of assessment-based learning models. These are ongoing, informal assessments that provide real-time feedback during the learning process. Examples include quizzes, class discussions, peer reviews, and observations. The goal of formative assessments is to identify students' strengths and weaknesses early on, allowing teachers to adjust their teaching strategies to address gaps in understanding. This form of assessment helps students track their progress, understand where they need improvement, and engage more deeply with the material. It shifts the focus from grades and final evaluations to learning and growth, fostering a more supportive and adaptive educational environment. While formative assessments are used to guide learning during the process, summative assessments are used to evaluate overall learning at the end of a unit, semester, or course. These assessments, such as final exams, projects, or standardized tests, offer a snapshot of students' knowledge and skills at a particular point in time. In an assessment-based learning model, summative assessments are often designed to reflect not only what students have learned but also how they have progressed throughout the course. They can help students consolidate their learning, reflect on what they've accomplished, and understand how their learning connects to broader educational goals. A key element in assessment-based learning models is the emphasis on feedback. Feedback from both formative and summative assessments provides students with specific information on how to improve and advance in their learning. Effective feedback is timely, clear, and constructive, focusing on both strengths and areas for improvement. In addition, feedback should be actionable, offering students concrete steps or strategies they can use to enhance their understanding. This feedback loop not only supports academic growth but also fosters a growth mindset, where students see challenges and mistakes as opportunities for learning rather than as failures. Assessment-based learning models also encourage students to take an active role in their education through self-assessment and goal setting. By reflecting on their performance, students can identify areas they need to work on and set specific, achievable goals. This personalized approach empowers students to take ownership of their learning and tailor their efforts toward areas where they need the most improvement. Teachers, in turn, can use assessment data to design differentiated learning experiences that meet the unique needs of individual students. This promotes a more personalized, flexible learning environment, where students are encouraged to work at their own pace and according to their own needs. In conclusion, assessment-based learning models focus on using assessments as a tool for ongoing learning, not just as a means of evaluation. By integrating both formative and summative assessments into the learning process, these models provide continuous feedback, encourage reflection, and allow for personalized learning paths. The goal is to create an adaptive learning environment where assessments guide student development, help them monitor their progress, and support them in reaching their full potential. Ultimately, assessment-based learning encourages a deeper, more engaged approach to education, where assessments become a natural part of the learning journey rather than a final judgment of success.